you've gone through, technically, a lot of your life lessons mirror somebody else's current struggle, challenge, obstacle. And so you just talking about what it is that you've gone through or where it is that you've been is very inspirational for people who may never tell you that your story has inspired them. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. I've helped hundreds of creative entrepreneurs and business owners to take back their free time, generate additional revenue, and celebrate while living that work from anywhere lifestyle through creating online courses and digital education. So I'm super excited that you are here. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Right? Let's get it. Of course, architects, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. And today I'm going to be bringing you live in the arena, of course. I want to bring you a quick episode, really inspirational, motivational. If you've been around Jump First Academy for a while, then you already know that's my jam, that's my lane. I'm often dropping these really quick reminders across social media platforms, but also as I've been going live and practicing this muscle, okay, if you will, over the last it's probably been 5 years at least of going live and really talking about not just course creation, but also what it means to really be an entrepreneur, grow a business, scale a business. And I talk a lot about like what's happening in real time, some of my shortcomings, my fails or lessons, if you will. But all of it is inspirational, motivational, and intended to really help people to move forward. And so to help you move forward, whatever it is that you are currently sitting on. And that brings me to today's topic for In the Arena. This one is going to be sort of a short one. We're actually in a bonus week. Okay. So this is the fifth week of this month. It's not a full fifth week, but it's technically a fifth week. And so I want to take the time this week to really talk like inspirational things that will help you move forward. And so the title for today's episode is You Already Know What to Do. Okay, you already know what to do. This dawned on me this morning. I think I was brushing my teeth or something when I woke up. I decided to sleep in a little bit this morning, get some extra rest. And so I've been kind of traveling and it's been super fun. Also, I woke up to 9 to Thrive students. Okay, so if you have registered for VIP or general admission, know that I'm really excited for you to take that next step, to take the jump, and to come on in to creating your courses. So I'm excited to be your mentor and coach through that process. If you're someone who's like, what's 9 to Thrive? Right? Or you missed the last 9 to Thrive, check it out at jumpfirstacademy.org//9 to Thrive. Speaking of lessons, right? And real-time lessons, real-time stuff. One of the habits that I picked up is like, saying backslash. You can't drop the link for 9 to Thrive inside the chat so you can click, okay, after this episode. So we really don't think about it sometimes, some of these mistakes that we're making, or when I say mistakes, habits that we have formed, right, until we take a look. And it just dawned on me randomly like the other week. I was like, wait, I keep saying backslash, but it's not really a backslash. And granted, people know what I mean, right? Everyone knows what you mean when you say backslash, because when you type and go to a website, you know you're typing a /, but it's a habit that I have to learn how to break. And so that's what being in the arena is all about. In case you're new here, is really being visible. It's building in real time. It's not being afraid of judgment, right? Even if we are afraid a little bit of judgment, we move forward anyway. And so I appreciate you being and stepping into the arena with me. If you are new here, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when new episodes like this drop. If you are returning, welcome back. So let's talk about it real quick. You already know what to do. Even if you don't know the exact steps that you need to take in order to achieve a goal, an outcome, and this is what I was thinking about. These were the thoughts swirling around in my head, all right, this morning when I got up to brush my teeth. Even if you don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, because a lot of times it's not that we don't know how to take the next step. If we don't know what to do, we know who knows, okay, the steps to get there. We know a coach, we know a mentor, we know somebody, or there's someone in our proximity, okay, who can help us and teach us how to get to the next level. Again, we don't have to know the exact steps, but oftentimes that's not the thing that's holding us back. The thing that's really holding us back is we don't know the outcome. Like if I take this step and I do this thing, I hire the coach or mentor, or I reach out and ask somebody in my proximity, okay, someone around me who I know has done the thing, what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen when I take that next step? What's going to happen at the end of the journey? We sometimes are so afraid of taking the next step just because we don't know how it's all going to turn out. And so I need to encourage you on today, no matter what it is that you're looking to do, no matter what it is that is happening around you, like know that you won't figure it all out until you take the step. You can't possibly know how it's going to turn out until you take the step. There are so many people that I know and clients who have admitted to me, I love y'all, okay? I'm sending y'all much love, and I appreciate you guys being always transparent with me and honest with me and giving me permission to tell your stories, which if you haven't seen any of my client testimonials or stories, I always love to sit down with them after the program, right? Or as they go through the program and really understand, like, here's their journey and start to highlight that. So you can check out some of their case studies on this channel. There's a playlist called Case Studies and Testimonials. And so you can check that out. So again, I love them for giving me permission to share their stories because they mirror so many other people's stories. And same with you. Pro tip for your courses. Whatever you've gone through, technically, a lot of your life lessons mirror somebody else's current struggle, challenge, obstacle. And so you just talking about what it is that you've gone through or where it is that you've been is very inspirational for people who may never tell you that your story has inspired them or has helped move them forward, right? And so that's what I mean. Like everything in your life, when you think back to it, you don't know how something is ever going to turn out until you do it. And we're so accustomed to, and I feel like I call it brainwashing, right? Because we're so accustomed to, just stay with me for a second and really think about it. We're accustomed to taking the steps that society tells us are right, like following essentially like what other people have done before us. Traditional education. I did it. All right. I'm not mad that I did it. I'm happy I went all the way through and got my PhD. Not just for the title or the accolades, but I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about how people think, how people act, how people remember, right? Psychological things. Like I studied human services. I studied administration of human services. I studied psychology, women's studies, right? So I studied a lot of humanities courses. I've also taught and developed a lot of humanities courses, sociology, cultural anthropology, marriage in the family. I've never been married, okay? But I was able to teach from not just textbook stuff, but also like from taking inventory of the married couples around me, right? Asking questions. And this is what I mean. Like, we can't be so afraid. We jump into traditional education. We jump into marriage. We jump into so many opportunities. Thank you so much, Musaki. I appreciate you. Thank you. Makeup is perfect. Thank you. And so we jump into all of these opportunities. We jump into all of these things just because we see other people around us doing it, right? Or just because it's socially acceptable. Why? Right? Well, what about the things that aren't necessarily socially acceptable? And I'm not talking about like the dark stuff, okay? Like I'm talking about the good things, the things that you could be using to help other people, again, inspire other people forward, help yourself, your future generation, legacy, all of those things, okay? Move forward. Like there's so much opportunity out here. You're absolutely right. Okay, Ghetto Planet, I appreciate you. That's why I stay off IG. Listen, social media, all right, it's taking, I'm gonna just say it's brainwashing so many people because so many people are taking things in and accepting it as their truth immediately. And it's like, well, we gotta use our brains, right? Our minds a little bit. And I won't even get into it here, but we say brain and mind, two different things. Okay. Your mind is not just what's up here. Okay. So I'm just saying, you got to think a little bit about what we are internalizing, what we are seeing, because everything, let's look at it. AI is rampant. So some of the things that we're consuming aren't even real things. A lot of the things we see on social media aren't even real things. It's hype. Okay, that's it. It's hype. It's somebody's highlight reel. It's somebody's, okay, I did this great thing, but then they go home and they're sad or they're upset or they don't really have the people around them that are in those reels, in those videos, in those highlights. I'm just saying. All right. I'm just saying. I appreciate it. Is it Sarah? I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. You're pretty and motivational. Back at you. I'm sending you all the positivity as well. Thank you. And so is that right? And so I just wanted to put this here because it's like, we know what we need to do, but sometimes we're not doing it, and we're not doing it just because It's not because we don't know what to do. It's not because we can't ask somebody who's done it what to do. And we have to be very mindful of who we're selecting to follow. Who is leading us? All right. My mom used to always say, I will follow if it's a good leader, but you have to use your mind, okay, your discernment to discern whether or not who you're following is a good leader. And you can feel energy. You can see what other people are doing. It's not just about the flashy stuff. I had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, and somebody said, it's really, really sad that I feel like I could throw on a chain, I can go rent a car, I can pull out a couple of stacks from the bank, and I can just flash it online real quick, and someone will call that successful, right? It's like, that hit me a little bit, because a lot of people can do that, right? But when people are actually genuinely trying to help, we see it as a facade. We see it as, oh, there's no way, right? I had this happen to me a few years ago. And I was so grateful that I was in a place that I was secure in myself. I'm going to speak from my own personal experience. I was running an ad. The focus of the ad, it was just me standing in front of my car. I think I was out in Philadelphia for a night, okay? And I was hanging out. And I had on jeans, I had a t-shirt on, and I had a cute little bag, and my legs were crossed standing in front of my car, okay? That was all I was doing. And the point of the ad was and pro tip for your courses, I say it all the time, I'll put it here again. You don't have to run ads in order to get started. Okay, you do not need to be running ads, and you should not be running ads. If you want to learn a little bit more about my story and how you should be starting online courses and online course business specifically, check out jumpfirstacademy.org. Okay. Shameless plug, always. But I was standing in front of my car. I was running this ad. The point of the ad was, hey, if you want more freedom, if you want more time to yourself, if you want to enjoy your life and live your life and not always be businessy, all right, like they say we should be, then check out my courses, check out my programs. That was it. I know the value of my programs. I know the value of what I've created, and I know why I've created it, to help other people, okay, to increase not just like more free time, but the quality of your free time, the quality of your finances, okay, your ability to enjoy this life, because it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable. I had so many negative comments on that ad, okay, of me just being me, just showing up as me, right? It wasn't flashy. It wasn't a bunch of stuff. It was genuine. And the people who got it, that ad made a lot of money. All right. The people who got it. All right. It made a lot of impact. All right. The people, and pro tip for your courses, make more impact, make more money. You need money to make more impact, okay? Especially if you want to make global impact, if you want to start reaching people who are not just in your local vicinity, okay, or in your current environment. You need to be making more money to make more impact. And so that ad got a lot of hate, and it was from people who, I'm going to just say it, people who look like me. I'm like, oh my God, women, okay, who look like me. And I'm like, this isn't meant to, it's nothing negative about it. It's not flashy. It's meant to help you. I want to make impact. I want you to have this too. I'm not trying to sit here and be up here, right? That's not the point. I'm not trying to show off my success or my accomplishments, but I do need to tell you what is possible. I want to show you what's possible, and let me help you do it. Let me help you achieve it. And so that's the whole point of this, is like, we know what to do, and we have to start paying attention to the people who are genuinely trying to help move us forward. All right. Stop holding our own selves back by being jealous of or hating up. We got to check that. All right. That's a human thing. It's very much fleshy. Okay. It's humany. But if you check it, in order to check it, you got to be aware of it though. I'm just saying. And you have to be willing to admit it. Okay. That's just it. All right. I appreciate that. Thank you, Philly Savage. What's going on? So I thought everything is about business. All of it is related to it though, right? But it's the totality of the person. So we're talking all things over at Jump First Academy, because you can't have business success without the happiness and overall success, right? Like of your person. The totality of it is so important. Thank you. I appreciate that. Positive energy and vibes. I appreciate you. Ghetto Planet says it's hard to tell if it's a facade or not. I've watched an entire informative video, really interested, but then the dude started trying to sell me stuff and ruined the immersion. Oh man. See, it's that. And it's like, you got to know when and how to sell. Like there's a little bit of a finesse to it, right? But it's not being finessed. You get what I'm saying? It's not you like being finesse, but there's a finesse to sales. Like it's a delicate kind of dance. It's important. The sales process is important because how else do you make the impact? Okay? But you got to know when and how to do that. And some people aren't good at it. All right? Some people aren't that great at it. That's okay though. It's a skill, it's learned, you can practice it and you can get better. And that's just it. All right? Ghetto Planet says I keep IG because of little lady. You're hilarious. Philly is interesting. I think that some parts are good. Okay, some parts are good. Awesome. Thank you, Musaki says appreciate this good content. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, let's talk about this real quick. I wanted to hop on and do this really quick episode of In the Arena with Dr. Sonia. If you don't know and this is your first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button. First of all, it is vibes and positive energy over here, as Philly Savage says. I appreciate you. And so it's one of those things where we're in the arena again, talking about the totality. And in the arena is like where we get visible, where we build together, where we really get real. And I created this space specifically for high performers, high achievers, people who think differently, right? Neurodivergence, people who really want to continue making impact, want to elevate, but without like the fear of judgment. Like this is a place where, yeah, it's the internet, but it's our corner of the internet, okay? Where we get to come together. The collective is positive, okay? Vibes, energy, all of those things. We are supportive over here. And so I appreciate Kat. I appreciate you managing the chat as well. So thank you, thank you. All right, I appreciate y'all for being here so much. I like peace, love, and happiness. That's it. That's it. Life is supposed to be so fun, y'all. It's supposed to be lived. It's supposed to be fun. Back to the example that I gave. You don't have to hate somebody else getting theirs. It's not stopping you from getting yours. That needed a moment of silence, okay? Somebody else getting theirs is not stopping you from getting yours. There is no reason. You got to be aware of when the jealousy creeps in. There's a very fine line between admiration and jealousy. You got to be aware of it in order to check it. It's not for what? I've caught myself plenty of times going, oh my God, I want that. I like that. And I've caught myself going, oh my God, who do they think they are? And it's like, you know what? Let me check that. They are who they think they are. You go. Okay, you got it. I love that for you. Keep going, right? Because why not? It's not hurting me. It's not stopping my bag or impact or whatever it is, my purpose, what I'm supposed to be doing. So please celebrate people, okay? Celebrate the accomplishments of people and allow people who have done and had the success and the impact that you want to make, allow them to guide you. All right, there is nothing wrong with wanting help. And even when I said that, when I say allow people to guide you, I could feel, okay, some people go, what? Allow somebody to guide me. Check that. All right, check that. In order to get to your next level, that is what's required. You need a mentor, you need a coach, okay? You need somebody to help, somebody who's been where you've been. That's the part that we got to start checking, that ego. All right, we got to check that real quick. Because I used to think like that. I used to be like, man, why would I want them to guide me? I know what I'm doing. Right? I don't need nobody. I don't need them to help me. I don't need it. I don't need it. I got God. Well, sometimes, okay, if I'm asking God, hey, how do I get to this next level? How do I get to this next thing? Now, discernment, okay, because sometimes things look shiny and they're not what we're supposed to have. But discernment, if I'm praying for something, asking God for something, and He send the person my way to go, they got that thing that I need you to have for you to get to your next level, where I'm gonna stop that? With my ego? Oh no. Got to be checked, okay? We gotta keep it in check. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. See the positivity that we're building here. Thank you. I appreciate Kat. Okay, reiterating, let's keep it respectful. I appreciate Philly Savage. Let's keep it respectful. Okay, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Ghetto Planet says, what if it is in fact hurting you or a direct obstacle to your goals? Some people are like that. Like, you mean like coaches and mentors? Is that what you mean? Because if you mean that, I've been there too. But that's the other thing. We can't let past experiences deter us from doing it again, right? Like continuing forward. So I've hired bad mentors, bad coaches. Let me take that back. I've invested in bad mentorship programs and bad coaching programs. I do not believe, now I do think that some people they have ill intentions, and it just is what it is. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. And sometimes, including myself, back then I was investing, I needed to be a better judge of character and utilize, like, I needed that discernment on. Okay, it wasn't on. And I'm like, hold on, girl. We can't be naive now. Okay, we can't be naive now. All right. But I won't let a bad investment stop me from investing again. When another opportunity comes up, there's another program or another coach or a resource that I need to help me elevate and grow, I'm going to invest again. Life is like that. Life is risky. Okay. All of life is risky. I heard somebody in my last corporate job, my manager was like, you could like walk in here tomorrow and the whole building collapse. You don't know. And it was true. It was terrible to like think about, but it was true. He's like, you could be driving on the road. You just never know. Like, you waking up, you walking outside, risky. All right. All of it. And I'm not saying that as an excuse to just be reckless, but I'm saying, like, when you put it into perspective, some of the things and the reasons why we're so afraid to move things forward, even though we know what to do, when you put it into perspective that everything is risky, you go, okay, I made a bad investment. Let me dust it off and keep on moving. Because what I have learned through this process is the money will always come back. Money, we replenish money all day long, right? It's especially when you know sales and especially when you know what it is that you're doing. And even if you're working 9 to 5 or a corporate job, the money comes back. It's back. Like, we replenish money all the time. Like, they print it every single day. And so with that said, the time doesn't replenish, right? But then the lessons are the thing. Like, it's the applied wisdom for me. It's like I can make a mistake, right? Or have a failure, but it's like, okay, what did I learn? Now I can't just take the thing and go, yeah, I learned that. How do I apply what I learned? How now do I move this thing forward? Because I won't do that again. I won't make the same mistake again. That is my goal, not to make the same mistake again. That's it. So we move forward, we apply it. The person who doesn't apply, and this is my opinion, this is what I've seen so far in this life. The person who never applies the lesson is the person who repeats the lesson over and over again. That's the person. When you apply the lesson, when you apply what you learn, when you're able, it's a skill set to be able to distill the wisdom from the lesson and then you apply it. Okay. Like, you distill what I learned and then I apply it. You apply it to your own life and then you go teach it to other people. That's really, like, teaching is the mastery of learning. When you're able to teach something else to somebody else and they get a result because of it directly, there's no feeling like it, because it's not just the transference of wisdom that happens. It's you knowing for fact that you have learned the lesson, that you got it, and you're ready for the next level. And that's just it. Okay. I love y'all so much. I'm so glad this is resonating. Thank you again for keeping this community positive. Like, I appreciate the community. I can't tell you how much it's like warming my heart to think about and to see how positive we are on this corner of our internet streets. Okay. Like, I really appreciate the community here at Jump First Academy. So thank you for helping me make it what it is and continue to grow it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you haven't already hit subscribe, please do hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when new episodes like this drop. I don't need any more coffee. Okay. I have a chai latte and I got to figure out if it has caffeine in it, because right now I'm on go. I have some other things that I need to do and wrap up so I can get some more travel and fun time in this week. But I appreciate y'all so much. Again, if you're interested in learning more about what it is that we have going on, first of all, go back and watch this from the beginning, because I think there are some lessons here or there's some inspiration here, all right, that you can learn, share, internalize, and keep watching over and over again so that you get it, okay, when you got it. Remember I said, once Once you got it, you apply it and then you teach it to somebody else. Check that out again from the top. Also, there's more about creating your own course business. All right. Jumpfirstacademy.org. You can also jump into the 9 to Thrive movement at jumpfirstacademy.org/9 to Thrive. I'm just here to present the resources. Your next step is up to you. Remember what I said earlier. Thank you, Ghetto Planet, for bringing it to the forefront. Sales is a delicate process. All right. There's a finesse to it. There's a delicate dance to it. And it's not me I ain't here to sell you. I want you to have the resources though that you need to move forward, to take action, all right, on what it is that you're learning. We can't just keep consuming information. We have to take action. We have to execute. We have to move forward. And we got to be open to guidance, coaching, and mentorship. I love y'all so, so much. Know that I do from the bottom of my heart. See y'all back in the arena on Thursday night. All right. Have an amazing, amazing Tuesday. Bye, y'all.